Alright, I'm going to take you through episode 3 here in the quest for under par. We are at Harvester Golf Club, which I thought was a nice, fair, and relatively short course. I turned on the snow because it's snowing here where I live. And we start off with a short par 4, little hybrid up the right side, and then 143. That would probably be a smooth 7 for me, and I chunked it, pretty sure. Trying to save par out of the bunker. And we do, scoot it right up next to the hole. Hole number 2, another short par 4. Take it up the right side of the fairway. And notice this number 84 yards or 80 yards. I felt like the entire day I was hitting 80-yard approach shots. And I learned my lesson from a few of them. I kept hitting over to 90 yards. Here's the first par 3 over the water, 146. And at least a club short. Sometimes trying to take a smooth swing prevents me from really attacking the ball. I believe this is our first par 5 of the day. I popped that one straight off the top of the club, leaving a long second. And so I decided to just go hybrid down the middle and advance the ball. I thought I was going to be behind that tree, but I sneak under it, and of course, 82 yards away. That one's on line. And 100 yards. So the 80-yard shot was really killing me early on in this round. Another tough up and down here to save par. And luckily it stops inside the circle for a 1-putt. And we're still even through 4. Smooth driver swing there. And you guessed it, 75 yards. Almost hossled that one. But didn't get the distance there. 2-putt, still even, through 5. Another par 5, and I completely yank it left. Looks like I have a clearing though. Now it's 7 degrees on the right hand tilt, and I didn't account for that at all, and it just shoots the ball to the right. Gspro ball physics for the ground and lie angles. You got to remember that kind of stuff. So I'm 113 out of the rough, and I just took a guess at what club would make it over the water, and it ends up rolling to 3.5 feet or so for a birdie. And if you notice down in the lower left, it was the rough was giving me an 80% distance and 50% spin, so to come out of that with the right swing and club was pretty lucky. Another good drive here on 7, 143 left. Seemed to be another common distance, the low 140s, and short again. So just kind of hanging on early. That was an automatic 3-putt and took away my birdie immediately. Now we're going down the hill, probably a 145 shot again, and this time I push it. and a bad chip there, and automatic 2-putt. So we've gone from 1 under to 1 over in 2 holes, and we start the 9th with a drive up the left side. When it started panning up, I did not realize there was a creek that cut the fairway in half, and I thought I was going directly into it, but luckily it came up short. And another low 140 shot up the hill. A little better aggressive swing there, but I turned the club head over and pulled it left. Relying on another chip to save par. And luckily this one rolled just inside the 1-putt. Short par 4. I like the shape of that drive. I wish I could copy that high draw all the time and right at 80 yards again. Kind of a hold-off swing, trying to get that yardage right, and come up short. So this chip luckily was uphill and bit near the hole, and we're still +1. Trying to cut the corner here, and in the rough, 76 yards. I think I clubbed up here because I was in the rough. And I thought it read it, but it ended up reading it. And because it was the rough, it rolled out quite a bit next to the hole, and we get another birdie. We're back to even through 11. Another good shape on that drive. Just hung it out to the right a little bit, and I think I get lucky, yep, and bounce right into the fairway there. 134 is probably an 8-iron. Pulled left. That might have been the ground leaning that way as well. I gotta keep looking down at that every once in a while. Uphill chip, par 4, trying to save par again. Oh, and almost made the birdie. Another short par 4 here. I really like this golf course harvester. I could probably play whatever color tee is back. But here we take advantage of it and get a 45-yard chip, trying to go back-to-back birdies. I thought this was pure when I hit it, but it goes right over the flag. And automatic 3-putt, and so we give that birdie back immediately again. Going to the next par 3, we got 180 down the hill, and I just flailed that one out to the right. Immediately knew that was garbage. Back to chipping. Pretty common theme in this round. Every time I miss, I'm somehow able to chip within 3 yards and get the 1-putt. Par 5, 15th, still at +1. Good drive up the right. Sits in the rough though, but 271's too far for me anyway, so we're just gonna hit a 3-wood and advance it. Trying to tell it to get out of the rough again, and it goes between the bunkers, thankfully. And we're right at that 80 yards again. Still trying to dial in the 80-yard number after 100 shots. Out of the rough, it just didn't go anywhere and bounces to the right and down the hill. And this was my favorite chip of the day. If I did this in real life and caught the front of the hill and then rolled it within a few inches of the hole, I would be super happy. Alright, we're +1, going to 16. The quest for under par is still in play. We hit a good drive here to the second little fairway piece. And you guessed it, 80 yards. So I'm honestly starting to get nervous. That was the best 80-yard swing that I've had today. And it finished through, and we get the birdie. Ironically enough, the next par 3 is a short par 3 set at 80 yards for the Thursday pins. And I landed just short. If I would have carried it on the green, I think it would have bounced forward enough to maybe go back-to-back birdies. So we're even going into 18. It's a par 5 that's short, 411 yards. I hit a drive that I thought was water, but then carries perfectly over the little corner and sits up at 181. I decide smooth hybrid. I know the shape that club's going to do. It's going to be a fade, and I can just aim at those bunkers on the left and let her rip. Off the face, I thought it was perfect, and then the shot on the tracer thinks it's perfect. It lands a yard from the hole, rolls to 7, 2-putt automatic birdie, and goal achieved within 3 rounds of trying. Granted, Harvester was an easier course. It was a little shorter, but the chipping, the drives, I thought made it happen. So new goal coming soon.